With this video, I'm going to show you how to use the white and black colored pencils to add to your value scale to blend and push the values darker and lighter at either end of that colored pencil scale. The first thing you want to know is if you're using a white, sometimes when you use the white colored pencil, whoever used it before you, you'll see that a little bit of that color, sometimes it picks up on the end of the white pencil. I'm not using blue, I'm using purple. And I don't want blue streaks in my pencil. So this is kind of what you do. You rub the end of the pencil against this piece of scrap paper. You can see the blue streaks that are right there. It'll come right off. And just check the tip of your pencil first to make sure that there's no blue streaks on there when you start shading, or whatever color. So you're going to use the white colored pencil, and we're going to just completely shade in the number 1 block. This doesn't take very long because, you know, it's already white. Number 2, we're going to turn this slightly at an angle. So I shaded mostly in this direction when I was shading with the purple. So I want to change direction and go a little bit of a different direction. I'm going to press pretty firmly down on the white charcoal or the white color pencil and rub over that number 2. And you can see that it sort of blends in a little bit. You'll see it more with number 3. So I'll blend the middle so you can kind of tell the difference. So you want to put some pretty firm pressure down. You can see the difference between where I shaded it in the center there, right through there in the middle, with the white colored pencil, and then where I didn't shade over here. So it does blend it together. The key to this is to shade crossways to the way that you shaded with the layer underneath. Because colored pencils have a wax binding agent inside them that holds all the pigment together, when you push harder, it sort of melts the wax and it starts to blend those values together. So you can go in little circles, you can go whatever direction as long as it's not in the same direction as you shaded the first one. So it gives this real creamy sort of look to it. If you tell the difference between 3 and 4 there, this one you can still tell it has some like white specks in it, whereas 3 has less of that. That white is blending that value in to make it a little bit more sort of creamy looking, less grainy, more smooth. So I'm going to continue to blend with the white over the number 4. Now I noticed that 3 and 4 are pretty close together. There should be a difference in the number 5. If you want to do a little bit of the white over the number 5, you can, but you're not going to press super hard. Just enough to sort of get it to blend a little bit. So not a ton on the 5 if you want to do it that way. You do need to do 1 through 4, press pretty hard. 5, you just press pretty lightly. Alright, so now I'm going to switch to the black colored pencil, and I'm going to start to shade over the number 10, which is my darkest one first. So I'll switch this so you can see it. So number 10 in the end is going to look almost black. It's going to have that black pigment right on top of the purple. So it has sort of a purple undertone. So as I'm shading with this, you can see now it's changing from purple to almost solid black, and that's okay. 9, I'm going to press a little bit lighter with the black. So I'm not really pressing as hard. I'm just putting another layer on top of it. I want the black to show up a little bit, but I don't really want to make it as dark as number 10. 8, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm not really going to press even as hard as I did on 9. I'm letting up on the pressure a little bit. And 7, just the lightest little bit of black over the top. Now you'll still notice that although 10 looks like it's pretty blended, it looks like it's pretty dark black, it looks sort of smoother. When you move down to 6 and 7 and 8, you can still see a few little white specks in there. So we're going to go back with the purple. So I'm switching colored pencils again. Now I'm using the violet. And I'm going to go back on top of 9. And I'm actually blending with the purple. So I have purple, black, and then another layer of purple, which I'm pressing pretty hard now to get those specks to go away. So 7, there might be a few specks in. 6, there really shouldn't be. It should be pure purple. I'm going to keep changing direction and shading. To blend all that in. So as I look at this, I can even go over 5 a little bit.
And go kind of a different direction over it, not real hard. Maybe a little bit over 4. So you can see that there's a gradual change from light to dark. So I have my number 1 is white, and only white. Number 2, I started with the light shading of purple and pressed hard with the white pencil. 3, a little bit more purple, pressed hard with the white. 4, I pressed a little less hard with the white, but still enough to blend it. 5, only a tiny, tiny bit of white, and then purple on, so purple, then white, then purple again. 6, purple, a little tiny bit of black, and then purple to blend it. 7 through 10, I had shaded with the purple, and then I added less and less black as I moved up from 10. So 10, I pressed really hard with the black. 9, I pressed a little lighter. 8, I pressed a little bit lighter, and 7, hardly at all. And then I went back with the purple just to blend it in. So you do have to kind of go back and forth a little bit, but what you end up with is a value scale that goes from all the way light, white, all the way through to almost black at the other end.